The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 69 with Elegant Devil.
Up against the wall, and I'm feeling that I'm gonna break. Bullets start to fall, and I'm screaming, what's it gonna take? Laughing through it all.
All right, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Loaded Gun by Elegant Devils, who I've got on the show with me right now. They're a rock band from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and we're going to be listening to that song, as well as one other, while finding out more information about the band. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Let's go and listen back to that track, Loaded Gun.
Up against the wall, and I'm feeling that I'm gonna break. Bullets start to fall, and I'm screaming, what's it gonna take? Laughing through it all, and I'm knowing that I'm gonna make the same mistake again, and turn the barrel of a loaded gun. And I reached the handle, but the lever was broken. Pulling metal on the side wouldn't come. Level my sights, but my vision was twisted. Pull the trigger and remember you're a loading gun. Remember who you are, all I remember is you gone away. So you give it all, but I can see it in your eyes, such a lie. Pieces they don't fit, and it looks so good in your hands. It's all together now, but I can see that you're gonna quit. And I reached the handle, but the lever was broken. Pulling metal on the slide wouldn't come. Level my sights, but my vision was twisted. Pull the trigger and remember you're a loading gun. I wonder where you go. Now that all you've done is clear, I wonder where you'll stay. I won't be there for you, my dear. And I reached the handle, but the lever was broken. Pulling metal on the slide wouldn't come. Level my sights, but my vision was twisted. Pull the trigger and remember you're a loading gun. And I pull the trigger and remember you're a loading gun. And I pull the trigger and remember you're a loading gun.
I come back from Loaded Gun. So, Josh, Rob, big question for you. What is the story or inspiration behind a Loaded Gun?
Well, I think the story behind Loaded Gun is a question best saved for Drew James, who is our vocalist. He did the lyrics for this song. The inspiration behind the song, probably, it's an amped up tune. It's meant to get you up off your feet. It's a great show. It's a great song to kick off a show with and kind of get a night started. And it's an introduction to what we're kind of like sonically as a band. Again, meaning behind the song, I feel that that's something that's probably best for Drew to answer. But for myself, the songs are always, what they mean to you, whatever you connect with in them, whatever it is that it inspires, or you feel some sort of memory or some sort of reaction to it. Whatever it means to you is perfectly fine with me. I think that that's the best way to connect with music, and that's kind of always how I've been. So, Josh?
To me, that song was always just a good kickoff tune, something to jump around to on stage, get the sweat pouring. And honestly, one of the most approachable songs I think we actually have, too. One that everyone kind of connects to and likes.
Yeah, I think that's very true. It's very well received for us. So, yeah.
You know what's awesome is that I also felt that it was good to kick off the show with.
I mean, it's fun, right? Like, Drew usually gets up there and he'll say hello, and then, usually something like, I want to kick the doors down, and, you start off with that and you kind of get everybody's attention. And, once you have your attention, you have to work to keep it. But it's definitely a great way to...
Yeah, that song has broken 2 guitars for me, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
It really is a loaded gun.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Now, my next question is, what was unique, or if there was anything unique about the writing process when it came to Loaded?
Oh, yeah. The writing process for all of these songs, especially that one, is it's kind of how we figured out that we could work together to work towards something that we had the same vision on. Because Loaded Gun is one of our earlier songs as a band that we kind of put together. And Drew and Josh Barkley, our bassist, they had the original sort of skeleton of the song kind of in place when I joined the band. and we were working with another individual at the time who moved on, and that's all cool. And then Josh West joined the band after that, and between the four of us, like, there was a skeleton, and then we had to put it together, and I had to make it my own and work with them, and then Josh joined, and then we had to make it work with his style, and somewhere through all of that, we still found the end goal that we were all looking for. And it was kind of unique because that's one of those songs that went through the transition of us solidifying our lineup. We've written new songs since that the four of us have all been in the same room and writing together from day one, and that's very natural and something that we worked for. But this was one of those songs that predated that, so it was still really cool to see how we could take something that was an initial idea and still build it into something that worked for all four of us. So that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, from the new songs and just taking the songs that were not written by me at all and making them mine, our writing process is really four people in a room, about 3 seconds from punching each other in the face, and just driving through it until we get something that we all enjoy. It's natural, but in the same breath, struggle. It's great.
Well, yeah, it's four competing personalities, and we,
sounds healthy.
Well, the thing is we'll describe it as
it's like male hamsters in a cage.
No, well, I think it's more like. It's like more of an open relationship. We all knew going in that we were all strong personalities, and the agreement was we all need to agree, which probably brings the best out of us, and it probably makes the songs the best overall. But yeah, if you're overtired or you've had a long week and you're sitting there in the rehearsal room and you're trying to bang out an idea and it's not working, it's work. As much as being in a band is an amazing experience, as much as being in a band is a great, stress relief and, a fantastic outlet for creativity, being in a band is still work. And we take it very seriously and we push ourselves very hard. And I think the music reflects that. But yeah, there's some days it's a grind and some days it's amazing. And, somewhere in the middle, it's a regular practice.
Boom, let's go and listen to the next track, Dive Bomb.
This is the
I come back from Dive Bomb. Similar question for you guys. What was the story or inspiration behind the track Dive Bomb?
Dive Bomb was one of the first songs that I actually took on coming into the band. It was my favorite of all of the early tracks, and B, actually almost, if I'm not mistaken, entirely put together by you. Yeah. So also one of the first tracks that the guitar idea didn't come from the old guitarist, which means I had the ability to maybe make it a little bit more my own, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. So Dive Bomb, I guess the musical skeleton for what would be Dive Bomb was something that I had put together, and it was something that I was working on, and I got it to a point where I just handed it over to Drew, and I'm like, where can we take this? What can we do with this? And then Drew and Josh Barkley added, what they thought the direction of the song should be. And then Josh West came in, and he took it to another stage, and we built that song together as the four of us. And I had some input into the guitar melody and whatnot, which was, it's cool. I play guitar, and I don't mind contributing ideas where I can, but that was a collective effort, and I think that the song really reflects the fact that 3 or 4 people, had their hands in it and molded it. But yeah, it was just a basic little riff, and kind of grew into that.
I guess lyrically, is there a story behind the track?
If there's a story behind Dive Bomb, it's not one that I've been shown or been told. I know that Drew puts a lot of emotion into his lyrics. I know that Drew puts a lot of his personality and a lot of his personal experiences into the stuff that he writes lyrically. But I'm at the complete opposite end of Drew when it comes to lyrics. I'll put a lot of my personality and personal experiences into my lyrics, but I tend to just let people embrace songs the way that they see them. So it's never something I've asked Drew. I'm sure there's a good story there, and I'm sure there's a reason that song exists. But when it comes to the lyrics, he wrote them. He sang them at rehearsal. They sounded great. They worked great with the music. The song has an awesome start, finish, and end. And I kind of left it at that. It's not something that I prod too much into. If he felt the inspiration to write them, then there's a reason for it, and I just kind of let it be at that.
Beauty. What exciting news do you guys have coming up for Rock Metal Nation to pay attention to?
Well, we just finished our first season of Undercovers. So if you head over to our website at elegantdevils.com and you check out the media section, you can find us doing, I think season 1 was 5. We did 5 covers of some pretty cool songs. We did our own take of a few of them. And we did that over the summer to kind of just do something fun and, put ourselves in a room and do some tracking and just kind of get ready for what we'd be venturing into next. We've got another little surprise that we're kind of working on. We're hoping to get it out in the fall. Don't want to shoot myself in the foot by saying officially it's going to happen, but we do have something cooking right now that I think is going to be really, really cool and well received. Really excited to get that posted and shared with you guys. And then along with all of that, we've slowly and steadily been tracking our next album. Our next album is going to be a full lengther. I'm going to have that out realistically, probably the 2018, hopefully the sooner part of it than the latter. But that process is going really well. The writing process is going really well. We've already started tracking. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now for the Elegant Devils, and we've been playing shows. We've got another one coming up this Friday or Saturday. No, another one coming up this Saturday. We had one a week or two back, and we've kind of been pretty steadily doing that. And we're going to kind of wind that down a little bit so we can really just kind of get in a room and start doing this tracking and getting it all together and get this stuff off to being mixed and mastered, because it's time to release something new, and we're definitely really excited to get those new tracks out there to be heard.
Perfect. What was that link again to those 5 covers? elegantdevils.com/?
Oh, well, if you just elegantdevils.com and then you hit up the media section, everything's posted on the main page. So all of our social media accounts are linked to elegantdevils.com, all of our merch, all of our albums, all of our videos, you name it, it's all there. One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. All right, so Rock Metal Nation, if you dug what you heard today from Elegant Devils, then go and head over to elegantdevils.com/media. There's going to be 5 a brilliant covers there that they did. So you go and if you like the way they do original music, it'd be cool to hear how they do those covers. And then also as well as going to be a mystery surprise. It's a Kinder Surprise egg. We don't know what's inside, but there's going to be something coming down the pipeline, so definitely pay attention to that. They're available on social media, Facebook, Twitter, all that wonderful stuff, so that you can follow them there. You can find all those links at elegantdevils.com. So we've got the 5 covers, we've got all of the social media stuff at elegantdevils.com, and then as well, they're working on tracking a full-length album set to be released in 2018 and playing a lot of shows. So if you are in the Ottawa area, then you're definitely going to want to be able to check them out. And guys, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the show and sharing your creativity with Rock Metal Nation.
Thank you very much for having us. We really appreciate the people that stop by our site, check out our tunes, hit us up on social media, give us a like, let us know what you think. We always like meeting new people, and yeah, if you're in the Ottawa area by chance, feel free, hit us up, come down, check out a show. We're pretty easy people to get along with. We love meeting new people, and we definitely love sharing the stage with new bands. So, if you're in another band out there and you're listening to this and you're in the Ottawa area, you want to share the stage and do a show, hit us up. We're really accessible and easy to get along with. We're always looking for something to do. So by all means, give us a shout, and hopefully we can, make something happen.
All right, Rock Metal Nation, hope you just found your new favorite band in Elegant Devils. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.